welcome everybody to the 36th annual Vancouver Pride Parade here on Shaw.
We got an exciting day ahead.
We have 650,000 of our closest friends.
Absolutely. And 143 floats.
And plenty of sunshine to get this place rocking.
Lots going on all day long.
And the temperature couldn't be any nicer.
Hot, hot, hot.
And those are the boys.
And girls.
And girls.
Dancing boys, dancing girls.
Plenty of sunshine, all the perfect things to make this thing really, really rock.
Let's get this party started.
Happy Pride! Of course, the Dykes on Bikes are the customary kickoff to Pride here. Pretty much every major Pride parade. They get the crowds all roared up.
Next to the Knights of Malta, the Dogwood chapter. The Knights are a denim and leather enthusiast group who work together to raise money for charity while having fun. In 1990, the Dogwood chapter was formed, making this a truly international organization. The Knights spend their time, energy, and finances on supporting local charities and nonprofits for Vancouver. They are also proud to be the official honor guard for numerous groups, including the Vancouver Pride Society, the GVNCS, the DMS, and the Empress of Canada Foundation. This year, sadly, we're missing one familiar face, Jim DeYoung. Let's hear for the Knights of Malta.
It's Jim DeYoung, of course, a long-standing member of our community. Look at Peekaboo North.
Oh,
Coming up on your screens, that
yes.
would be the orange number, I guess is the best way to put it, right on the center screen.
And now, here we have the Greater Vancouver Nature Native Cultural Society. They're a non-profit organization offering support to Native individuals in the rural and urban gay communities. They offer a vehicle for research and study of Native peoples and their traditional cultures. Please welcome the recently named Chief Longclaws, Mr. Byron Lee, his Princess Nestle Miyu, Cinder Star, and many two-spirited elders. All have served on the GVNCS as their chief or princess. The GVNCS would like to once again welcome all of the members from the Niska Nation, showing support to our two-spirited people.
Of course, that's Chief Byron Longclaws up on the car, driven by Chief Al Houston. And Cinder Star.
Next we have the Canadian Aboriginal AIDS Network and the Pacific Association of First Nations Women. They're proud to celebrate values of the LGBTQ community. CANN is a not-for-profit that advocates for and supports Aboriginal people affected by HIV, AIDS, and other diseases. We believe that all Aboriginal people deserve the right to protect themselves against infection.
And this, of course, is Grand Marshal Ted North. Ted is a local LGBTQ legend, contributed over 56 years of activism before he passed away this spring. Ted organized the first Pride March in Canada. He created the Courts of Canada, the first Gay Businessmen's Guild, the first Gay Sports League in Canada, and co-founder of the Greater Vancouver Native Cultural Society. He held the title of Empress of Canada for 50 years. He was a leader in the fight against HIV and AIDS and the advancement of LGBTQ rights. And he helped define the modern LGBTQ community and human rights movement in Canada.
And then we have our next Grand Marshal, Gwen Hayworth. Gwen is a queer trans filmmaker and activist, best known for her feature documentary, She's a Boy I Knew. Gwen works at Vancouver Coastal Health as the educator for Prism Services.
And our next Grand Marshal is Dean Nelson. In addition to producing Whistler Ski and Pride Festival, he is a co-founder of Mr. Gay World Mentorship Program. Dean also co-founded the first Olympic Pride House at the 2010 Vancouver Olympics.
And of course, here comes the City of Vancouver! Parks Board, Public Library, Fire and Rescue, Police and BC Ambulance, who are proud to serve the city. Over 650,000 people attend the parade each year to support the LGBTQ community. This year, the city's float has an all-natural theme, reflecting our efforts to become the world's greenest city by 2020. The float also recognizes the successful 2014 Host City Pride House mission to Sochi, promoting LGBTQ rights in Russia. Happy Pride from Mayor Gregor Robertson and all the Vancouver City staff.
We know this group. They're from the East End. They're the Carnival Street Band. They'll also be performing all through Pride.
And of course, the Vancouver Fire Department. I'm so hoping I don't get sprayed.
Woo, woo, woo! Now that's a fire!
It looks like they're giving us all a bit of a break with the fire hoses this year.
We have the Command Special Operations and no shower guns this year. We lucked out.
Well, they're looking a little wet on the sides.
Oh, they are.
Give it up for the Vancouver Fire Department, everybody!
Let's hear it for them.
You're watching the 36th Annual Vancouver Pride Parade on Shaw. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the 36th Annual Vancouver Pride Parade on Shaw.
All of this you've been seeing, of course, is part of the huge City of Vancouver contingent,
It's great to see this support.
which of course is made up of the City of Vancouver, Parkmore Public Library, Fire and Rescue Police, and BC Ambulance. Serving Vancouver for 40 years.
That stretcher looks very comfortable right now.
They have the rainbow-colored intravenous. We may need it by the end of the day. Now here we have the ambulance giving out beads to the crowd. Put up your hands if you want some beads.
Make some noise if you want beads, everybody.
I'm so impressed by the size of this entry. The City of Vancouver has turned it out today.
There we go. And as part of the city, we've got the pipe band coming through.
Oh, it's probably the Vancouver Police Pipe Band, I'm assuming.
I think you're correct, Barb.
Always a great sight to
Pipe
see.
band with Jim Chief.
Give it up for the Vancouver Police Pipe Band! Woo! And of course,
There's
the Vancouver Police Chief, Jim Chu, everybody!
Yes.
Happy Pride.
Chief Chew.
Nice to see you.
And of course, Mr. Handsome Mario Giardini.
Still part of the City of Vancouver entry. We've got the police vehicles coming through.
With their new fancy vehicles.
Great lights, too. I recognize that siren.
Yes.
Give it up for the VPD, everybody!
The Vancouver VPD.
Always proud to be involved with them.
Give it up for the Vancouver Police Department to keep us all safe.
Oh,
Now
they've
that's
got
the
giveaways,
tank.
everybody.
I see a mascot hiding behind one of them.
Yes, and they're representing the Vancouver Police Foundation, building safe communities.
Don't forget you can learn more about all of this at the VancouverPoliceFoundation.org.
We have a young recruit.
And the mobile command center, now that is a beast.
And coming up here we have the TD Bank. TD Bank presents their float Forever Proud, a rainbow playground featuring TD drag queen Carlotta Girl, TD dancers, and a huge contingent of TD employees. This is TD's 10th year in the parade and its 5th as presenting sponsor. TD proudly sports over 42 Pride festivals in Canada and the US and is considered the bank of choice for many in the LGBT community. TD Bank takes pride in the LGBTQ community and has one of the largest employee pride networks in North America, with over 300 members across BC and 1,000 across Canada. TD is committed to the LGBTQ community, battling homophobia, with a particular focus on educational programs around homophobia and bullying, supporting youth and HIV awareness. There she is, Carlotta Girl, Miss TD Bank.
Here she comes.
Getting off the float.
Here she comes.
There she is.
It's
She
a
got-
Carlotta cartwheel.
It's a cartwheel. There she goes. Give it up for the girl. Little kiss for Mikey B.
Never boring with Carlotta Girl. Nice bum, honey.
Yep, back on the float, back on the horse.
She's climbing back up.
Boy,
Always classy.
she works it. She works it. Give it up for Carlotta Girl.
In her new uniform.
Happy Pride.
Give it up for Carlotta!
Carlotta Girl.
That's Carlotta Girl.
TD Bank,
And a new float at that.
forever proud. Carlotta Girl. Dancing Boys.
Always a fun float. Now coming up, we have the West End Seniors Network Society at Harrow Park Centre. The Harrow Park Centre is a campus of care in the West End, providing independent living, assisted housing, and residential care. They're staffed by a workforce that provides personal support services to meet physical, social, and emotional needs. They work closely with the neighborhood partners, particularly the LGBT community, to ensure that there is a safe space and needs for our elder residents.
And this would be the Vancouver Men's Chorus. The Vancouver Men's Chorus is Canada's first gay chorus. They're celebrating 33 successful years of show-stopping concerts and dedicated service to the community. Hot off the heels of their sold-out show run entitled Number One Hits, the VMC is performing 2 chart-topping tunes, Whitney Houston's I Wanna Dance With Somebody and Barbra Streisand's Don't Rain on My Parade. And, of course, riding the red convertible, there's a phrase you hear often from this particular gentleman, VMC Artistic Director Willie Zwazdeski and VMC Life Member and Community Legend Bill Monroe.
Hello. Let's hear for the Vancouver Men's Chorus.
Sing out, sing proud.
the Huggable Advocacy and Rescue Society. Huggable Advocacy and Rescue Society works with equal rights for canine citizens. This group rescues pit bull breeds from BC shelters and places them in loving, responsible homes where they become ambassadors or ambassadogs for a breed that's still sometimes stigmatized. Huggable invites you to take a look behind the label and join them in supporting and celebrating responsible ownership of all breeds.
And look at those beautiful guys
So
and gals. Happy Pride to all the pit bulls out there in town today.
Pit bulls with skirts, aren't they cute? Or they're tutus.
There are tutus. Look at that.
Adorable.
All right, they put a great float together here. This is Man Up. Man Up is a gender cabaret and queer dance party at the Cobalt in East Van, featuring top queer talent every month. Man Up is quite possibly the biggest monthly drag king show in the entire world, and also has a little brother party, Amateur Hour, which is hosted by Pony Boy. Pony Boy welcomes aspiring gender performers of all varieties to try their hand at drag. Many have been here and have regular bookings at Man Up. We're so happy to have them here.
And we have the Positive Living BC.
28 years ago, the Positive Living Society of British Columbia was formed so that support, passion, and love could make a difference in the fight against HIV and AIDS. Hello, John Bishop, of course, driving the car. Today, AIDS-related deaths are all but eliminated in BC, but the fight is ongoing. An estimated 13,000 British Columbians are HIV positive, and many of them don't know it. For those that do, life with the virus can be complicated. Visit positiveliving.bc.org.
We have Kaya, a trend-setting boutique that brings technology and fashion together to celebrate their unique personal style.
You are watching the 36th Annual Vancouver Pride Parade on Shaw. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to the 36th Annual Vancouver Pride Parade on Shaw.
Now here come the Vancouver Prime Timers. Vancouver Prime Timers have been in the community for 24 years and will be celebrating their 25th anniversary in 2015. The Prime Timers hold monthly meetings, arrange coffee shop meetings every Tuesday, bridge twice a month, and have lunches twice a month. The Prime Timers are also and always looking for new members, new activities to bring their membership together.
And of course, the Prime Timers are showing respect for Jim DeYoung and Ted North on the side of their vehicle. Nice little shout out to two amazing members of our community that we lost this past year.
Pioneers.
Absolutely.
Alrighty, here comes my sisters. Very proud to be a saint in this here organization. The Vancouver Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence, the Abbey of the Long Cedar Canoe Society, and getting bigger and better every year. The Vancouver Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence are absolutely bursting at the seams with joy to be walking in their 4th Vancouver Pride Parade. Recognized as a registered charity in Canada, the sisters have been hard at work, building bonds with the community through their unique brand of ministry. They're always planning all sorts of events and fundraisers with the goal of providing necessities to the homeless and to fight the spread of HIV. Give it up for the Vancouver chapter of the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence.
Next we have a colorful float. Winners, Home Sense, and Marshalls. TJX Canada is a long-standing supporter and partner of Pride festivals across the country and are thrilled to be part of this year's Vancouver Pride Parade as we celebrate one of TJX's core values, diversity.
Winners always puts on quite a show.
Those colorful flags they're giving out. Put up your hand if you want one of the rainbow flags from Winners.
Oh yeah, they got swag.
They have a lot to give away today.
Oh my. Jim Diva.
Little sister.
All right, Little Sisters, they're a proud sponsor of Pride, bringing together people from around the globe to honor the past, celebrate the present, and inspire a future for LGBTQ communities. Join Winners Home Sense and the Marshals, wave your flags proudly, and join the party with Little Sisters.
Look at Kitty.
Love you guys. Looking hot, Jerry.
My. Velvet Steel in the house. All right, the Vancouver Gay Volleyball Association. Mr. Spiked. The Vancouver Gay Volleyball Association has been part of the queer community for over 30 years. They provide a level of volleyball from the beginning to the competitive. Much more than just volleyball. It's a great way to meet friends and have a blast. VGVA is open to anyone, gay, straight, lesbian, trans. If you're looking for a good time, join them. VGVA.com for details.
They got the Pride Ride cruise cabs going. Looks like we have the Loden Hotel coming through here now with this colorful rainbow car. The Dr. Peter Center, the Dr. Peter AIDS Foundation takes pride in providing respectful, supportive, and compassionate care to people living with HIV/AIDS. The Foundation's Pride entry is sponsored by the fabulous Loden Hotel. Very colorful entry, the Dr. Peter AIDS Foundation. Doing amazing stuff.
All right, here we have
people.
here we have them. Trojan, rock hard, rock pride with Trojan. Trojan is proud to celebrate their 8th consecutive year at the Vancouver Pride Parade. Trojan is proud to rock loud with you. As a leader in sexual health and Canada's #1 condom brand, Trojan has over 30 varieties of condoms, 6 varieties of lubricants, and 9 varieties of personal massagers. Discover your summer of pleasure with Trojan. Rock safe, rock hard, rock pride. They certainly are rocking.
And of course, who doesn't like a little cereal with their condoms?
Lucky Charms.
They're magically delicious.
They're magically delicious.
Lucky Charms is proud to be part of this magical Pride celebration. Lucky Charms believes that being different is not an issue or a problem, it's lucky. Being unique and colorful and expressive, someone louder than me.
Never thought I'd see the day.
Lucky Charms, they're magically delicious.
Next, we have one of the most popular floats in the parade every year.
The 16 flags you see before you are countries that let your children marry whomever they want.
P-Flight, Canada's national voice that speaks for a more accepting Canadian society by providing support, education, and resources on issues of sexual orientation and gender identity. P-Flag actively assists in the recognition and growth of gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender, two-spirited, queer, and questioning persons and their families and friends within their diverse cultures and societies. Let's hear it for P-Flag!
And Colin McKenna and his mouth on a microphone.
And his mom.
Aideen.
Aideen was there too. Here we have Developmental Disabilities Association. The Developmental Disabilities Association runs donations and bottles recycling programs. Got stuff you don't want? Recycle it with them. There are 3 ways to donate: bins, pickup, or donation stations. Call 604-273 4DDA for details.
All right, here's a great group. They're a group of friends who have come together to celebrate Pride 3 years in a row because they believe everyone has the right to be exactly who they are. Whatever floats your boat. They are teachers, carpenters, lawyers, counselors, tech geeks, admin assistants, parents, single, married, partner, queer, transgendered, gay, allies, and they are a whole lot of fun. In their individual lives, they support inclusion and diversity. Give it up for whatever floats your boat. Now that's a lot of color. Woo!
Tasty!
That is one hell of a fun
We have
float.
the First Nations Health Authority. First Nation Health Authority supports BC First Nations, individuals, families, and communities to achieve and enjoy the highest level of health and wellness by working with them on their health and wellness journeys, honoring traditions and cultures, championing First Nations health and wellness with the FNHA organization and with all of our sponsors.
We've, of course, got CBC. CBC is proud to be part of Vancouver's diverse community, celebrating acceptance, equality, and freedom. CBC provides the best local coverage on TV, radio, and online. Join the news team weekday mornings for the early edition and weeknights at 5, 6, and 11 p.m. for CBC News Vancouver.
Next, we have the Diocese of New Westminster Anglican Church and Canada Integrity Vancouver. Integrity Vancouver has been a home and community for queer Christians since the early 1980s, providing information, friendship, and a safe place to worship. The leadership and work of Integrity members helped the Anglican Diocese of New Westminster make the courageous and risky decision to acknowledge and bless same-sex relationships more than a decade before marriage equality was achieved in Canada. Today, the diocese is a place of welcome, inclusion, and affirmation for Christians and seekers of diverse gender and orientation identities. We celebrate God's love for all. Let's hear it for the Anglican Church of New Westminster. Celebrating God's love for all.
All right, we have the Surrey Youth Alliance, where they're a drop-in center that they're a support group for gay, lesbians, and bisexual, transgendered, transsexual, two-spirited, queer, questioning youth between the ages of 14 and 21 in Surrey and the surrounding areas of the Fraser Valley. Please visit them on Facebook, Surrey Youth Alliance, for more information.
And of course, this is Community, the hub for lesbian, gay, trans, bi, and queer community. Community delivers innovative programming to meet the needs and enrich the lives of BC's queer communities. They accomplish this through direct support, education, advocacy, and a space for connection. Among their most popular programs are the GAB Youth Group for Queer, Questioning, and Ally Youth, age 13 to 25, the Generations Program for adults over 55, the Queer Competency Training Workshop for individuals and organizations, and the Volunteers Program, which gives over 15,000 hours of service back to our community.
Let's hear for community. Next, we have the Canine Adventures Den Daycare, Inc. The Canine Adventure Den, not the back room of the pump jack, by the way. It's a place to leave your canine pups and you go play with the human ones. Vancouver's largest doggy daycare, providing a full spectrum of services including daycare, pick-up and drop-off, grooming, boarding, and cruising or dog hikes in the woods. So much the outdoor space, your pups might feel like royalty while playing doggy style.
Here comes some flounce for you.
Oh, I see a clown. I see a clown. here is Cirque du Soleil. Marching for the 4th time, Cirque du Soleil proudly celebrates their big fat gay gypsy wedding. Cirque du Soleil are a group of friends who have come together to celebrate love, life, LGBT pride. They have only one agenda: live life to the fullest, honoring their group mom Neil and his partner Mark. Upcoming nuptials. Cirque du Soleil presents My Big Fat Gay Gypsy Wedding, their own unique twist to love, life, community, and celebration. Happy Pride, Vancouver!
Woo! Look at those outfits. Look at those moves. Great costumes.
You're watching the 36th Annual Vancouver Pride Parade on Shaw. We'll be right back.